Welcome to the Unreal Hour.
Hi there, and welcome to our show. Glad to be back. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Emma. So, we're here to cover A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, aka The Hedge Knight.
That is right. And this is just a wee warm-up episode before the season starts, which is in about 4 days.
How excited are we?
I'm so excited.
And as usual, I was late to the party and I've only just listened on Audible to the book, which I've listened to the first part and no more.
So just The Hedge Knight.
Just The Hedge Knight. I absolutely love this. I'm so excited.
So as you are fresh to the book, what did you think? No spoilers.
Oh my God, I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. I listened to it at work and then the next day, today, listen to half of it again.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so worth
good.
it. Yeah. So I first read the book, God, it was just after I'd binged the whole of A Game of Thrones for the whole Ice and Fire series for the first time. And a friend says, oh, there's these little novellas that are set in the same world. And I'm like, give me them. So read them maybe 10 years ago or something. And then listened to them again twice in the last year. So
little fun fact about me, I have had this book in my bookcase since lockdown.
I know, I remember, because I was going on, have you read the Hedge Knight? Or I think it was The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. And you're like, no. And then you pulled this book out your shelf and went, is it this one? I was like, that's the fella. Give it a read.
So, first lockdown in the summer, I read Fire and Blood and didn't speak to a soul through the whole massive book.
Yeah. Oh, that's a long book to not speak to anybody.
Yeah. My husband went to do some shopping and brought me back A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, thinking, oh, she'll love this. And I was like, oh, that's great, wonderful. However, it must have been an aesthetic thing. I'm not a fan of a hardback.
Right.
And I just read a whole massive hardback.
Right.
So when, I'm going to get to that in a loving way, I never did it.
Oh
my God, what a waste. But it's now a bookcase book and not a reading copy.
I was just going to say, not a reading copy, as are most of the books on Emma's shelf. She buys all these books and then does the Audible version.
Yes. Or a paperback that's very dog-eared and in a mess. Or a Kindle version, and that's fine.
I love that. Do you know what I love these days? Is that you can, if you go into the Kindle app and you have the Audible version, you can do both at the same time. It's genius how the world has moved on since I was hiding under my covers with a torch reading books. Definitely. Please don't notice that I'm still awake, Mum.
This is why we are bespectacled these days.
Yes, for sure.
Even though I have no idea where my spectacles are, but here we are.
Anyway, moving on. So, we both know the book very well now. I mean, you're on it's very fresh for you.
Absolutely.
I've read it twice in the last year, so it's quite fresh for me. Not quite as fresh as yours, but that's okay. Because over the weekend, I'm going to do the graphic novel version. Because I've had it for a year now, and I haven't actually opened it. But what if I dog-eat it?
Exactly.
Well, actually, what I was thinking is that I could get the compendium in a hardback, and that can be the not reading copy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the way forward. Because I cannot find a version of the Mystery Knight anywhere online. I've tried to buy it about 4 times.
And what's that? Is that the last one?
That's the third one.
Right, okay.
So I tried to buy it last year because my mum got me the Hedge Knight and the Sworn Sword graphic novel, and I tried to find the Mystery Knight. I ordered a copy, and then a month later I was like, where's my book? And they went, oh, sorry, here's your money back.
Rude.
I'm like, I don't want my money back. I just want my damn graphic novel. So that was very rude. And I've not been able to find a version. I think if I actually looked outside the UK, maybe like went to US, I might be able to get it there. But I haven't got to that yet because I still haven't opened book 1. So here we are. So let's talk about the trailer.
Well, I first watched the trailer when you sent it to me.
And you hadn't read the book, so you didn't know what you were looking at.
So the first trailer that came out it was great. It was very humorous and lighthearted, which I thought, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to really enjoy this. And then the next trailer that came out was what I felt a bit more serious. Having now read the book, I got kind of weird about the trailer.
Okay.
It's like, that's not verbatim. No one barked. So that's just me, and that's fine. It's going to be epic. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
So good. Balon Breakspear is exactly how I imagine him in my head.
Yeah.
Egg is how I imagine him in my head. So is Dunk. I think the casting's really good.
The casting is definitely on point. There's slight changes to the descriptions of people. I think you pointed out something about Maekar with the beard, and who I think was Maekar in the trailer didn't have that.
He appeared to be clean shaven. So
Aerion Brightflame has got short hair in the show, but he was described as having longer hair and things like that. So there's slight differences to descriptions, but I'm definitely vibing like the casting still being really spot on, if that makes any sense, especially with Aerion. I mean, he doesn't really do anything in any of the trailers except look intimidating, but at the same time...
But it's his total vibe.
The vibe's there, for sure.
I love that when you said to me, oh, like that's like the book, you need to read it. I think you should get the Audible version.
Yes.
Because it's Harry Lloyd.
Yes.
That does it for, I'm sure everyone knows who Harry Lloyd is. If you don't, he was Viserys in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Season 1. And he was fantastic. And he just embodies arsehole, doesn't he?
He does.
He's just
so
wonderful.
Good at.
But he's so great at all the other accents, and he's a wonderful reader, isn't he?
When he's talking for Egg, he sounds like a little boy. And when he's doing an old man, he sounds like an old man. And when he's doing a woman, he sounds like a woman. He's really so good at voices. Harry Lloyd, I don't know if this is like his calling as a book narrator, but wow, he is so good at it. So I really love the Audible version. So if those of you that haven't heard it, please go and have a listen. Harry's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He's such a good actor. And yes, I felt Viserys when he was doing Aerion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's like, hey, I played this character before. Nailed it.
Aerion is weak.
Absolutely. I was the beggar king, you know. For sure. So yeah, the trailer's fantastic. The Audible version, as we said, definitely go and check that out. So there's lots of little bits and pieces going around the internet at the moment about George has apparently given Ira Parker outlines for at least 10 more stories.
That's really exciting, but at the same time, it's George admitting that he
can't do it. Because he said that he wasn't going to do any more Dunk and Egg books until he had finished Winds of Winter. And he still has Dream of Spring for after that. There is no way that he's going to be
it.
I can't see it happening. He struggled so much with Winds of Winter, and I think actually handing this off to Ira, who has worked very closely with George,
it's Robert Jordan vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely handing this Dunk and Egg stories off to Ira Parker and saying, this is what I planned, this is where I wanted to go, these are the stages throughout their life that I want to highlight. And of course for those of us that have read the World Book and stuff like that, we know where the story's going. I'm not going to get into that just now. We might talk spoilers closer towards the end, but I want to be quite transparent when we're about to go into spoiler section, so people that don't want to know can just step out. But for now, there's definitely events through their lives that we do know of through the world book, and it would be absolutely amazing to see them depicted on screen. So I'm very excited. The show is just... It's not going to be like Game of Thrones. It's not going to be like House of the Dragon, which is all big and flashy and lots of characters. Everything's going to be much smaller, more intimate, cozier even.
Yeah.
There's it's all through the perspective of this character, Dunk, who is so lovable.
He's so relatable. I just love him.
He's so good. Dunk the Lunk, thick as a castle wall.
Egg is just such a normal little boy, isn't he? He's just like, I can't give anything away.
No. We'll get to the spoilers later. But for now, we will just look to the past.
Awesome.
So, for a little bit of background history of... is it background? Because...
it's kind of in the... In keeping with the time period.
In keeping with the time period. So we've got the Civil War that is the Dance of the Dragons, which is set in 129 to 131 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the future timeline of Game of Thrones, which we understand, and the events of that happened in 280 something.
Yeah.
The year of the false spring, the Tourney at Harrenhal, etc., was in 281, which is the events that kicked off
Rhaegar and Lyanna.
which has kicked off Robert's Rebellion, of course. So, which is about 16 years before a Game of Thrones starts.
Yes.
So that's where we're at. So it's maybe actually 110 years from... Yeah, something
100
like...
and let's not quibble.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because I can't be bothered doing the maths right now. It's so simple maths too. Anyway, moving on.
I think I know nothing.
Yes, for sure. So we have the Dance of the Dragons, and this is about 50 years later. So we're looking at the descendants of the Targaryens of that time. For those of you who don't know who wins the Civil War, we won't say these are the descendants of any particular characters from A House of the Dragon. But we're going to pick up with, say, Aegon IV. Yes. Aegon IV is probably the most prominent Targaryen that has that sets up the story, I suppose.
And he's he's Aegon, who we won't fat shame.
No, we will not fat shame him, even though he died with bed sores and all that sort of nonsense.
Horrendously. He died horrendously, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He was in a lot of pain and quite revolting, for want of a better word. The state that his body was in, it was decomposing while he was still alive.
It was, and he did have the claim to fame that he slept with 900 women, I think he said.
Yeah, he lost count somewhere along the way, but 900.
Wow.
That's just shameful. It's not. It
is.
It doesn't make me feel good about the man as much as he thought it was a claim to fame. So Aegon was a bit of a slut, for want of a better term. He would exchange lands and titles and things like that for pleasures. If you let me bang your daughter, can I say that in a better way?
If he could have nuptials with said lady,
yes,
that would give rights.
Yes. So yeah, he would give lands and titles for sexual pleasure.
He would. He had nine that he claimed were his favourite throughout his life. One of which was she a blacksmith's wife? I think. And he I think she was a blacksmith's wife. I only read this part in the World Book today, so
Right.
it's kind of fresh. I think she was one of the first ones that he'd said, I want her, I'm having her. He had her for a few years. I think she had 3 daughters to him. I might be making this up, guys. Anyway, the gist of it is, at the end of his time with her, he sent her back to her husband, and the blacksmith beat her to death.
So I missed that part, or I've forgotten it.
It's really, really sad. It's only because I read it today.
Yeah,
it's
fresh,
quite
isn't
fresh.
it? Yeah.
But yeah, so not a nice man.
No, he wasn't a nice man. He
did sire some quite memorable characters, though.
Absolutely. Bloodraven, of course, who we know from the main story.
Shera Seastar.
Shera Seastar, the most beautiful woman in Westeros.
Yes.
She and
there was a couple of mother and daughter situations that he had.
Right. Again, I'm totally trusting you in this because I am just like, you've read it today. And
it's only because I just read it today.
Yeah.
So it's fresh. This is awful. It keeps popping into my head, that video that I said this week, and I just, whilst reading it, it kept popping into my head. No, thank you, you fat idiot. Because one of the last girls that he was with, she had sort of protested that he was that lying with him was not safe.
Yes, and the realm even considered that I think it was Shera Seastar's mum, that she was like, how she could have, like, in the last few years of his life,
I don't think anyone had a choice.
There was no choice, but like, she must have been repulsed.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt, he was,
but terrified. And so there was one of the girls that he was with, not one of the women that he was with, and she was absolutely awesome. And it escapes me where she was from, but she was a pirate.
Oh, right.
And he kept going back to her after several years.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there was any children.
Right.
That
one must have slipped by me.
That he said that he legitimised. Or if she did have any, he didn't legitimise them. But
so she
was cool. She had her own ship and everything. She was cool.
Yes.
And she was the only lady of colour, which was really awesome.
Yeah, interesting. So I think that's the main thing with Aegon. He had all these bastard children, and on his deathbed legitimised them, which was
caused the Blackfire Rebellion,
which absolutely did cause the Blackfire Rebellion, which are the events leading up to the start of our story.
The whole sword thing was quite prolific.
That is probably one of the most shocking things that he did, was when he handed the sword Blackfire, which is a symbol of Targaryen rule, and he handed it over to a bastard son. And he did that when he was 12 years old. That was long before he legitimised him.
Yeah.
So he gives over this sword. Can
you imagine Visenya turning in her grave?
Absolutely.
That's my brother's sword.
And of course, he also gave the sword Dark Sister to Bloodraven. Right? And both are now missing.
Aegon, you idiot.
Exactly. By the time of Game of Thrones, the Blackfires, obviously Daemon Blackfire, had their rebellions. He dies in the battlefield, and the sword just goes missing after that. Bittersteel picks it up and he fights Bloodraven, I believe.
Yeah.
He fights Bloodraven, and at the end of the battle, they all...
I'm saying, but I skimmed this section in the World Book.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is a whole other thing to learn about.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm skimming.
I just need to know what's going on.
It's about succession and paternal and maternal lines. No, don't read the
Don't get into the war.
Yeah, not the war stuff. Don't talk about the war.
But the war is my favourite thing.
Yes.
I can't help it. I love this shit. So Where was I?
You were blackfiring.
Yes, Blackfire. So both these swords are now absolutely missing. The Blackfire sword is gone. And as we know, I don't think this is a spoiler, that Bloodraven went north of the wall with the sword Dark Sister
Not a spoiler,
later, and was never seen again until Bran stumbles across him in a cave.
Yes.
In the north, the true north. Spoken like a Scot. Do you think wildlings are supposed to be Scots?
Possibly.
Very possibly. Anyway, moving on. So, where are we? So we've got all these ins and outs, and the Targaryen family at this point has grown quite large, right? And that's not even including all the bastards that are out there.
Yes.
We were talking about the actual royal family. Daeron, Aegon's son, who takes over the throne after him, his legitimate son. He has 4 sons.
Yeah, so we're kind of at the point where the realm is a bit fucked off with the Targaryens.
Yeah, they are.
Massively.
Because the thing that made them so powerful is gone.
Yes.
The dragons.
Yes.
And some people remember the dragons. The dragons still exist in memory.
Yeah, but they're a bit of a eggs are token gifts, and the last dragon to be seen is a bit weak and wimpy and not anything impressive like Balerion and Nana Vagar.
No.
They're nothing to be feared at this point. They're kind of feeble representations of their forebearers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's described in a Game of Thrones that the last dragonborn was no bigger than a dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were,
and that's not a spoiler. We know this as fans because we've watched Game of Thrones, so we know that.
I mean, there's a lot of
Joffrey
theories.
Was great in his history.
Yes,
thank you, Joff.
There's a lot of speculation out there that perhaps the Maester conspiracy, that maybe the Maesters did something to the dragons to hinder their growth or their life, but that's the big one of those big questions that may never be answered. Even if George finishes the books, it may never be answered. But there is definitely a lot of fan speculation about a Maester conspiracy, and that because the Maesters say something. I can't remember which Maester it is, but somebody says something in one of the Song of Ice and Fire books that hints that the Maesters had a hand in ending the dragons. But
those pesky Maesters,
they're up to something. They're up to lots of things. They just want all the power for themselves, I think. And they can't have that with dragons in the mix.
No. So Aegon's sons speaking about our timeline. So is it Daeron?
Daeron is the oldest. He also has a sister, Daenerys. And she.
This is where I'm a bit sketchy. So who?
There's an exchange between Dorne here. So Daeron marries a Dornish princess.
Yes.
And a Dornish prince marries his sister, Daenerys.
Yes.
And there's this is why Daeron becomes Daeron the Good. He absolutely pacified the realm, brought Dorne into the fold, and was known by the small folk and the nobles alike as Daeron the Good.
Yeah.
He absolutely did.
And he did kind of, not in the same way that Jaehaerys I did.
No.
But he did bring the realm back to a reasonable point after a terrible, terrible time in his father's reign.
Yeah.
So we're at a point where things are not too bad. We're having tourneys. There's no mad wars.
No.
Things have calmed down with Dorne. Things are okay. And we have sons now. So
Daeron has 4 sons.
Yeah.
He has Baelor.
Yep.
Aerys.
Yep. Don't know the third guy, but Maker.
And Maker is the fourth.
Yes, Maker.
And we will meet at least 2 of them in this story.
Yes.
That's where we're at. So in this story, we're going to, at the time of this tourney at Harrenhal, everything, as we said, the Targaryen's reputation is not what it once was. And I feel like that's why they turn up at this tournament.
With force.
With force. The
100 riders.
Yeah. The whole family and all their entourage turn up at this little tourney, this little backwater tourney.
This is the biggest spoiler you're going to get.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. That's all you're getting.
That is it.
It's a big entourage, which is not a massive spoiler because they're Targaryens.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
of course.
Go big or go home, Targaryens. I have a question for me and for you, and it's a quick fire question.
Okay, what's that?
Give a trailer in 3 words for the season 1 show.
You mean 3 words to...
Just 3 words
to draw people in?
Yeah.
Human.
Mm-hmm. I won't count that as a word.
Why?
You said
Oh, right, Okay, got you. I thought you were talking about human there. I was like, that's a word? How dare you?
Rude.
Am I speaking English?
Okay, human.
Human, chivalrous, and intimate. Much more intimate.
Yours are so good. Yours are so thought out.
Oh, okay.
Mine are kind of shit.
Oh dear. Right, what you got?
Tall, bald story.
To give you credit, Doug is very tall.
Yeah.
And Egg is very bald.
And it's a story.
And it's a story.
Oh wow. That was opposite ends of the scale.
It's a tall tale. Oh dear. Anyway, so where should we go from here? We can't really, there's not much more we can say without giving too much away.
No. So this was a shorty. It was just to get us prepped for...
Absolutely. We have not recorded for a while, so we needed a wee warm-up before we get into it.
Yes.
And also just to remind you guys that we're here, because next week we will be back with episode 1. It's going to be so exciting. We're going to record on Wednesdays.
Yes.
So we're in the UK. It's out on Sunday the 18th in the US. We get it first thing in the morning, Monday morning in the UK. It's airing on Mondays. We're going to record on Wednesdays.
Yep.
That gives us a little bit of time to prep and do life stuff as well.
Yes,
because
we have lives, guys.
We have lives, children's jobs. Wednesday seems like a good day to do this. So expect episodes from us on
Friday.
Yeah.
We are your Friday night listening.
Yes, unless I have suddenly hit turbo mode and you may get it on a Thursday, but let's just say Friday.
Keep it for a Friday, guys. Grab yourself a bottle of wine, a beer, sit down, chill out, listen to us break down that episode.
And it's a good midweek sort of breakdown as well. You've got your episode at the beginning of the week. You'll get us towards the end of the week, and then
we'll fire you up for the next episode.
Get you all ready for the next episode. Absolutely, we'll be here with breakdowns. We will be here with lore,
news,
opinions, and definitely opinions,
and a large bottle of red.
Don't forget the Pinot Noir, because we drink and we know things. That's our brand.
Yes, it is.
So, thanks for listening.
So, if you want to get in touch, head over to theunrealhour.com. You'll find all our episodes and social media links there. Give us a like, follow, or subscribe.
You can also leave us a voice message and we may even feature it on the show, or just email us at talk@theunrealhour.com.
And if you love what we're doing here, you can support the show at patreon.com/theunrealhour for ad-free episodes, early access and exclusive content.
Or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/theunrealhour. Every bit helps to keep the show running.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time, keep it unreal.